Hello and welcome everybody to another episode of the XPN News, hosted by me, Fabio. For some reason that I don't understand, I never understand usually why I'm hosting something, but I'm here joined by my good friend BMG. And okay, BMG, games can end up costing up to $100 for some reason, and of course, because of GTA 6. This is according to an article here by VGC saying that there is hope that GTA 6 will cost as much as $100, says analysts. Basically, a video game analyst has claimed that there is hope in the industry that GTA 6 could cost up to $100 so that other companies could raise their default prices as well amid global inflation, as well in AAA development costs. So what this insider says basically is that since GTA is such a profitable and successful game, and it took a long time to be developed, they Take Two can end up just raising the bar and put their standard edition as being $100, and everyone is going to buy it anyways because
Mhm.
it's GTA, and GTA 6 is the most awaited game of all time.
Yep.
And apparently, other companies would end up following this path. What do you think?
Yeah, it's GTA. It's one of them games that comes round like once every blue moon because it takes so long to make. They invest so much money in it, and if any game company was going to be able to dictate, uh, the new price, it's going to be them. And I could very well see it coming in at $100
Jesus.
easily. But I don't believe that like Microsoft, PlayStation, they would start selling their games at 100. I think they'll climb up to 80, 84.99 to 89.99 over a couple of year period come the next generation. But you could also see come next year if GTA 6 does release this year, it's still on track for this year. I know there's rumors it's going to get delayed, and everyone doesn't want to give release dates for the games until they know when GTA is coming out. But yeah, they could easily dictate the price and say it's $100 because I know they know you're going to buy it. Nobody is not going to buy it if you are a fan of GTA, which is like stupid amounts of people. They'll pay whatever's asked, and then if there's, or say they've got an $80 edition or a $90 edition, $100 edition, $110 edition, $120 edition. I can even see they're going to have a special edition going up to $150 because it doesn't release on PC day one. It's console only. It's Xbox,
Yes.
PlayStation only, day one release, and it's usually a year later it comes to PC. But whatever price they put, and they might have multiple editions because that seems to be the way things go these days. People are going to pay it, and they'll pay the highest price possible because it's like the game you can't miss out on. Grand Theft Auto, everyone that's released, you can't miss out on Grand Theft Auto. It is the game. Everyone gets out the way of Grand Theft Auto. So yeah, they are going to dictate the price. You can almost guarantee it's going to be more than $70. Guarantee. The amount of money that game costs to make, I know, within the first week they're going to make like $1 billion, but you can guarantee that that game's going to be minimum $90. I think that's the sweet spot. I think 100 is very possible, but I think 90 is going to be the sweet spot. Maybe you get like you pay $100, $110, you get like a shark card, or you get X amount of money in the single player, something like that. Because online never launches day one, anyways. A few months later,
Hmm.
but yeah, it is it good for consumers? No, it's not good for consumers because money's getting tighter and tighter because the cost of everything's going up. Is it good for the games industry? Yes, it is good for the games industry. You get more money per game, your development costs, it's going to start offsetting them a bit because, as we know, games cost a lot of money to make. They're not cheap. Just look at the PlayStation with the Insomniac leaks for how much it costs for Spider Man and the license costs and the royalties they've had to pay. It's in the hundreds of millions. So it's like something's got to change, something's got to give, and the only way things are going to change is put the price up of games, and you're going to see the subscription service prices going up. There's multiple things that are going to change over the next few years, but GTA 6 is going to be that first domino that's going to fall, that I think is going to set the bar higher. But I can see time we get to next generation, you're going to be paying between $80 and $90 per game.
Honestly, I don't think that's a good thing at all for both consumers and the gaming industry. Because sure, for all CEOs and the suits from every company, it's going to be a blessing. Like I'm pretty sure EA right now has looked upon this bit of news here and said, "So what? We can do
Mm,
something like that. We just have to wait for GTA 6 and then that's it. $100 per game. Okay,
yeah.
sign me up." Or maybe Ubisoft is starting to with their bullcrap talking about that Skull and Bones is the first quadruple A game, and then honestly, I think that they would have hoped to be selling that for $1 bajillion, considering the amount of money they spent on it. But
Oh
like,
yeah.
but like, this is not good at all, and I think that I think the main issue is the mentality that people are having right now with this bit of news. There are some people that right now are saying that I would never buy a game for $100, and there are people that are saying that, but it's GTA 6, so the game is well deserving of it, and you just wouldn't buy the games for you wouldn't just buy that price for a game that is not deserving, right? No, like the industry doesn't care if their game is deserving of that price
Mm,
tag or not. The industry is only caring about what can we do to generate money, to generate more money, and that we can get away with. We saw how it works out. We had Overwatch with loot boxes, and it worked greatly there on the first Overwatch. And then everyone else in the industry decided to let's do our own version of the loot boxes, and it became such a scam, such a scummy tactic in order to just make every consumer be their pay pig over and over that
yeah.
oh my god, we are just saturated of this. And then we had Fortnite with the battle passes, and now every single game has a battle pass because of it, because they are over and over and over trying to what can we do here that is going to generate more money for us and we can get away with. It doesn't matter if we are destroying the experience, it doesn't matter if we are actually making people play casino here, pachinko machines over and over again, if we are making children gamble at all. uh, it's just not going to be a good thing, because if one of them is raise the price and it is successful with it, it doesn't matter if it is GTA 6. If one of them is successful with those numbers by putting their price tag at that high, others will follow as well. And yes, I do agree that I do think that Xbox, PlayStation are going to follow this idea as well. We had PlayStation started with the trends of releasing their games at $70, and then we had EA supporting that, we had Ubisoft supporting that, and then right after Microsoft ended up following the same pattern. But this is something that at the end of the day, the most important thing that you need to understand as a consumer is nothing speaks louder than your wallets. So if you buy this game for $100 at its release, or if you buy any game for this sort of price, you are telling these companies that I want my games to be $100 because I'm willing to pay.
This
Ah,
is it.
but
Mm.
but the game is a buggy mess. It's not worth it, this and that. The industry doesn't give a damn about it. Doesn't matter how pro consumer it can be. Like with Microsoft on Game Pass, if with Sony with their amazing single player games, with Nintendo with their nostalgic amazing experiences, they don't give a damn. They just want to get money. They don't care about your well-being. They don't care about if you think they are deserving of it. They are like, you are willing to pay it? Great, $100, please.
Yep.
And
And
that's the
that's it.
matter. And at the end of the day, what I think it is going to generate here is maybe maybe these companies, in order to generate more money, they are going to try to add more value, possibly add more value to their subscription services, because for sure Xbox Game Pass or PC Game Pass, in my opinion, would end up receiving a lot more attention and support from consumers the moment where, wait, let's say all Microsoft games are day one on Nintendo Switch and PlayStation, which apparently eventually we are going to be having that day coming.
Yep.
Uh, on PlayStation, $100, please. While on the Xbox ecosystem, console, PC, cloud, you don't have to buy it. If you don't have a console, play it on your TV. If you don't have a TV that supports cloud, play on your phone. If you don't want to play on those, play on PC or play on console. That is going to be $20 on Game Pass or $30 on Game Pass if we end up having those prices raised. Let's put it once again in a situation where right now the games that we are going to be having from Xbox first party
Mm.
lineup this year, let's say all of those games are $100. So you're going to be having, let's get the games from the developer direct. You're going to be having South of Midnight, Doom the Dark Ages, Fable. Let's consider those three games
Hmm.
$100. That's $300 that you're
Yep.
just going to be buying for free games here.
Half the price
While
of a console.
exactly, while on the Xbox ecosystem, you will be only paying for the subscription of it. And if you pay for one entire year of it, it's still going to be less than just paying for those free games.
Correct, correct. No, you're right. It's just going to be interesting to see where things go, how things change, and yeah, and we'll just have to wait and see.
Oh yeah, for sure. But let us know what you think in the comments. Do you think would you be willing to pay $100 for GTA 6 or for any other type of game? Let us know here below, and we will. Or if you are not supportive of this idea, let us know as well. Thank you so much for watching this, and we'll see you on the next.